The first time Oreo showed me how easily she could change her form, I was not prepared for it. I'd seen grown hellhounds, plenty of them, in the menageries in the city, even in the Daedalus Palace, but they'd been just that, grown Cerberus, not the size of a small elephant. I'd seen Morse, too. He was with the goddess every second of every day, and he was a big hound. But his size was nothing compared to what Oreo had become that first night she came to hang out with me in the temple. I'd been sitting there all alone, long after midnight, looking at the gods and trying to guess which one of them was responsible for such cruelty. To give me someone like Snowflake, to make her mine so thoroughly, and then take her away from me again, just like that. Because that's exactly what they'd done. Knowing that I hurt her, that she'd choose death over putting me in harm's way, I'd never allow myself to get so close to her again. Not until she was in control of that magic. And that made me hate the gods, and the world, and the whole fucking universe with a brand new passion. But then Oreo came, and I liked talking to her while we played. I told her all about Snowflake, about the first time she stepped into the Daedalus Palace, the first time I laid eyes on her and saw her glowing. I told Oreo how she'd been terrified, and how I'd taken her into the void to calm her down and put her in bed. Then I told her that we needed to make sure she was protected at all times, that if it came to it, if someone threatened her in any way, even if it was the goddess herself, we would be there. She agreed, and her barks confirmed it. So, I asked, not in the least bit suspicious, what's the best you can do? How hard can you bite with those teeth? She showed me. One moment she was a 3-headed hellhound pup with a green ball in one of her mouths, and the next, she grew almost twice the size of Moore's, one of her teeth as big as my pinky finger, and she howled at the ceiling as if to say, This was the best she could do. And she even snapped her huge jaws to show me she could bite really hard, too. From then on, every time we met without anyone else knowing, whether in the temple or in my room, or even downstairs a couple times, we always practiced what we'd do in case we needed to act quickly. It was just for fun. We loved to play that game, to run around in the void, chased by my shadows, to pretend to fight them off. I never actually thought there'd come a time when we would need to do in real life what we practiced. But it had. My shadows fried the large screen in Ariadne's chamber from the inside, destroying it the way only the void knew how to destroy. Smoke came out of it as people gasped and whispered, and Carmine was already shaking from head to toe. The professors sitting around me were all looking at her, waiting. Except Novak. He was looking at me. I'd go so far as to consider him a friend. He knew me well enough, so it was no surprise that he could guess exactly what I was about to do. Better yet, I knew for a fact that he wouldn't try to stop me. I threw the jacket off me and stood up, waiting for Carmine's reaction as her magic pulsated in her godstone more every second.
"Grab her!"
she shouted, just like I knew she would. Just like I'd really hoped she wouldn't. Very well, I whistled. Bronze came running through the doors. Everyone in the hall was looking at Sarah, and the moment the table to her side started to vibrate, most started to scream too. A monstrous hellhound jumped over it, almost 7 feet at the shoulders, snapping those teeth at everyone who dared to even breathe her way. Snowflake looked terrified when she met my eyes. She cared so much about other people, about their lives and their feelings. She cared about me too, more than anyone, which I had yet to understand. And I was willing to bet anything that she looked so scared because of me, not for herself.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.